Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Fortnite Summer Skirmish last night. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was full of build battles and intense moments. It was so good to watch. 250k up for grabs.
Dude, I actually can't move. What the fuck?
Keep running, Dave! You can
Oh my god! What the fuck? What is this?
Monka S. Come on, Dave, please!
Ooh, yeah, let's go. I'm in this storm, dude. I can't run out of the storm because it's lagging. Yeah. I can't run out of the storm because it's lagging. I'm still stuck in the zone. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Dude.
I'm in the... What? What is that?
Dude, I couldn't get out of the zone.
To be honest, it was entertaining, but for all the wrong reasons. Okay, I know this was the first official Fortnite tournament, but it was still really, really funny. Fortnite Battle Royale Season 5 update really has brought in changes, welcomed changes by the community, and it's great to see. I'll talk more about the Season 5 update and how that's really improved the game later on in this video, but considering last night's Summer Skirmish kicking off, I thought I'd start off with the future of Fortnite in terms of its competitive esports approach. I think last night was a mess. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the lag was just the start of it, but it was more the incentive. It was more the incentives of the players in terms of winning and getting the money. I think like there needs to be more of an incentive to kill. At the moment, there's too much of an incentive on placement, and it's encouraging camping. And from a viewer's point of view and from a competitor's point of view when playing, it's not fun to watch or play. It surprises me actually because surely with all this money being invested in these tournaments, you know, some people of Epic would have watched, you know, Keemstar's Friday Fortnite tournament, and you know they would know that what's fun to watch because the amount of viewers that Friday Fortnite tournament is pulling in. Like with most Battle Royale games, I mean maybe less so with like H1Z1 because H1Z1 is a really difficult game, but with games like PUBG and Fortnite, anybody can win. Okay, like that's why Battle Royale games are so popular, because they're universal. Anybody can get a victory. Anybody can win a game. But it takes a skilled player to win the game with a bag full of kills. This is why we watch pros. This is why we watch people like Myth and people like Daquan and Ninja and people like that, because they can get an insane amount of kills and win the game, and not everybody can do that. So moving forward with Fortnite competitive play and these summer skirmishes, there needs to be an incentive to kill if it's gonna be popular. And removing the lag would also be quite nice. I also think there should be an opportunity for, you know, not just pros to play competitively. I mean, I can't believe Fortnite hasn't yet done this. But H1Z1 I did this like, and it's one of its earliest things, and that's ranked divisions. We need a ranked queue mode alongside solos, alongside duos, alongside squads, alongside the LTMs. We could do with a ranked mode. I mean, even Realm Royale in its exceptionally early days is starting to adapt this approach. It really adds to replayability. I mean, it all stems from League of Legends. League of Legends is like the first game that kind of invented this idea, and it's a great one. Now let's talk about the Season 5 patch as a whole. Praise the Lord, they brought in a new biome. As I mentioned in my top 5 video earlier on this week, the map, the current Season 4 map was getting stale. I mean, but the desert map is exactly what we needed. It made everything so much more refreshing to play, and it just added to replayability perfectly. Secondly are these awesome 80k vehicles. I mean, they have added so much into the game. I mean, they're perfectly balanced. They're not too fast. They make you really exposed when you use them, prone to getting shot, but they're really good fun to use, especially in a squad, and the bounce pad as a roof is such a nice finish. Shout out to Daquan for this. I mean, he's the double pump legend, isn't he? And they've nerfed the double pump, basically. You can't have 2 shotguns and switch to another one anymore. There's like a tiny little circle on the reticle that shows you like it's about a 2.5-3 second delay before you can shoot another shotgun after shooting the first. And it's changed the game in a positive way, in my opinion. Back in Season 3, when it came to close range fights, there was literally one meta. It is, if you didn't have two high damage pumps as a close range weapon, you lost the fight. No other gun could outgun 2 pumps. And now they've kind of diversified the use of the inventory. Now it's now the best way of taking on close range fight is having a shotgun, like a pump, like a blue pump, and then a submachine gun like the drum gun or a tactical SMG. I mean, that's the way forward, and I kind of like that. It adds a little bit of variety in there because we've had double pumps since for so long. Another fantastic addition to this update is as well as the desert biome. Inside the desert biome, you've got Paradise Palms, and Paradise Palms is a blessing because it's like a sandy tilted towers. And I mean, it is at this moment anyway. I mean, it may just be highly populated because it's a new point of interest and lots of people will be landing there. But to me, it's a reasonably large area. It's kind of like Tilted Towers, and it's great because Tilted Towers has been it's been the main spot to land. Like, if you want to go for high kill games, you gotta land Tilted, and it's taken the stress off Tilted, and it's really opened up the world and more options as to where to land for high kills. Currently, RPGs and C4s are disgustingly broken. I mean, you can't outbuild those two items. If you've got some guys, especially in squads, if you've got a couple of guys down, you can't recover from a squad wipe. It's like impossible. You used to be able to 1v4. Being able to 1v4 was so fun back in like the old patches. Now, if three of your squad mates are down and you're last alive, and the squad that are wiping your team out has an RPG or has C4, it's game over. There's no way you can outbuild C4 and RPGs. It's ridiculous, and it's a little bit annoying. I mean, this is my personal opinion now, but I think C4 should be vaulted. I think like the building aspect of the game is the skill cap, and you can have the noobiest player of all time destroying what you're building to get high ground by just throwing C4 and right clicking. It needs to go. There's no way it can be nerfed like to a point where it's usable. Whether it's, cause if it gets nerfed to reduce the damage radius or whatever, it's not going to be worth picking up. If you're trying to develop a game where you're going to reward skilled players and new players are going to suffer, but that's what happens in a skilled based game, you've got to remove explosives. The skilled player, if they're skilled and they outbuild the other player, should win the fight. It's as simple as that, in my opinion. If I was leading the development team at Epic, I'd be creating a game which is easy to get into but really difficult to master. Those are the games that last 10 plus years, and it's just how it works. Finally, let's talk about how the world's been developing since the end of Season 4. At the end of Season 4, one of my potential theories for the beginning of Season 5 that I mentioned in my video was that the sky is potentially falling and things are going to be coming through the sky and changing the world. That may still stand. That may still stand for Season 6, and I'll explain to you why. The crack in the sky is still there, everybody. I mean, it's no longer growing, at least to my knowledge, but it's still there. Why is it still there? Yes, it may be because of the new system with rifts and being able to rotate by the map by falling through the sky, but it's got to go eventually. This crack can't still be there in Season 6, can it? Where's it going to go? How's it going to disappear? Is it going to grow larger, These things, this crack is still in play here. This crack can't be here forever. What I've noticed, actually, with the Season 5 hype, it's kind of clouded, the element of the rocket. I mean, the rocket launch was amazing, but what does it mean? Who's controlling the rocket? We still don't know. And the reveal trailer for Season 5 only told us what we already knew. I mean, it told us about the Durburger being teleported to the California desert and things like that, but we still have no idea what the rocket means and who is controlling the rocket and what's going to happen to this crack. We're still yet to find out, but no one seems to be talking about that. We assumed at the end of Season 3 and Season 4 that the meteor was some natural phenomenon that happened and no one controlled it, but maybe somebody was controlling that as well. I mean, we got to find out sooner or later what's happening with the rocket and what's happening with the crack, because who was in the rocket? We're going to find out by the time Season 6 comes. I mean, we just got to wait until then, I guess. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap that video up there. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a frequent viewer around here, you'll remember that I mentioned V-Book giveaway. It's going to be a 2,000 V-Book giveaway, which will get you enough for one legendary skin, which is a perfect amount. I mean, 200 subs, I'll be absolutely ecstatic to get. I mean, if you're new around here, do drop a like, do subscribe. I talk about Fortnite related things. I've got a Call of Duty related video coming out soon. If you stick around that, I'll be really grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.